You'll soon be able to send photos and video to 911 just as easy as you send to your friends. This is where the tech is going, ladies and gentlemen. And they say soon enough, sending photos and videos to 911 is going to be as easy as sending memes to your people. No more fumbling around with complicated processes. And when you're in a real pinch, AT&T basically is saying they're on the move. They want to be the first to do this technology. So if you are an AT&T customer, you'll be one of the first ones to be able to send photos and video to 911 centers. All right. So all you do is just take a pic, a video. I'm pretty sure they'll give you a link, and it's like hitting up your people. So if I wanted to send Revis a picture or a video, however I do that via WhatsApp, text messages, or a social, I'm pretty sure they'll have a website. They did not give us the website or the link to be able to do that, but they said that this whole thing is designed to work across different carriers. And everybody's going to get into the action eventually. But right now, it's only set for AT&T. So they're saying if you see a car crash, you'll be able to send more details automatically. If the airbags had deployed, you can just say, take a picture and show it and send it straight to the dispatch. It's all about getting that visual intel and to the emergency responders so they know what's really going on before they even show up. All right. This is going to make things smoother for everybody, from the caller to the first responder to the scene. And now, why are they doing this, or why is this important? They're saying that you get a clear picture, quicker help. They're saying sometimes when you're stressed or hurt, it's hard to explain everything clearly, but a picture or a video will solve some of that distress because the 911 operator is working real fast and they're trying to get help dispatched to you. But they're saying that you can send a picture or a video and they can assess the scene and you won't have to deal with the frantic of being in that situation. Situational awareness. Our first responders are out here risking their lives, and when they can see what they're walking into before they get there, it helps them prepare and stay safe. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if you're heading to an accident and a video shows a situation where it's a messed up car crash or a down power line. At least you know what you're walking into, right? Most first responders, they don't know what's happening. They don't even see what's happening. It's also a discreet SOS for those times when you can't be loud about needing help. What about a robbery or a home invasion or something like that? Maybe where you can't speak, it could possibly put you in more danger. Being able to silently send a picture or a video could be a lifesaver, and you can also get help without drawing attention. And no more, where am I? You can just take a picture of the street or a popular building and people will know exactly where you are, right? So, and then it's also breaking down communication barriers for folks who might have hearing or speech impairments, or even if you're just in a super noisy environment, trying to talk on the phone can be a struggle. Being able to text photos and videos bypasses that barrier, ensuring that everyone can communicate their emergency effectively. It's all about making sure nobody gets left behind when they need help the most. What do you think of 911 being able to text 911 photos and videos of the calls? Do you think that this is something that's good, or do you think it's bad? Awesome Fun Thing says, my niece is a 911 operator. I'm going to ask her thoughts on this. Now, last year, there was a video that we did or we talked about where last year they were going to allow you to text 911. That was just a year ago when we were talking about this. Now they're saying that you can send photos and video. Do you think that this is good? Sheila Baker says, I like this. And then somebody else said a picture is 1,000 words, says Sheila Baker. And then she said, I like this. And then Hit the Spot 1006 says, it has its positives. What's your thoughts on that, Revis?
I think it's a good thing and it is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is for all the things you said, it gives first responders a heads up of what they're going into when it comes to accident scenes and other emergency. That is a good thing. Now let's talk about the bad things. It will empower snitches. I'm just saying. Snitches, look, did you see the dope? They're going to take a picture of the dope or videotape the dope dealer and and send it to 911 so they can get the SWAT team over there, and a lot more people gonna be going to prison. Snitches are empowered with this new technology. I'm just saying, hey, I may be wrong, but I may be right.
So you think that people are gonna tell on themselves?
Yeah, how you get rid of, look at, how do you get rid of competition if you're a dope dealer? I'm just saying, hey.
Put yourself in a home invasion or a robbery, Revis. Think about somebody's having a heart attack, and then they can say that they had somebody, you were in a club and there was a fight and maybe a shooting broke out, and you can say, hey, there's multiple people down. At least the ambulance and the firefighters can get there and they know what's going on. You talking about dope dealers and
I said it's good things and bad things. Now the stuff you were talking about are good things, but there's also that dark side. Look at, you're in a club, it's a shooting going on. You get a video of the face of the person that's doing the shooting. It might be me. I don't want you to send it to 911. I'm just saying that just a hypothetical situation. Snitches will be empowered by that stuff.
Well, hit the spot 1006 says, for once, Revis, I agree. You got something to tell us, Revis? Only Revis would think of stuff like this. See, this is why I asked you to stay on the show, because I know you're going to give me that real unadulterated thought process. I don't want you to leave. So let your people galump in the background, brother. Let them galump, because only you are going to give us the thought process the way you give us the thought process, if that makes sense. Only you are going to give us that. So let them people galump in the back. And I'm glad I got the word right, because TBJ got it and now I'm getting it right. Now, here's my concern that I have, Revis. They just passed a major state law here in Georgia, no tap, no nothing at all for emergencies, unless it's an emergency. And they're saying or threatening you with a ticket or a fine if you're caught with the phone. Unfortunately,
that is not just Georgia, that is countrywide.
So now you're asking me to take a picture on the scene. I'm the driver, because that's just a natural habit of where we are. It's going to take 2 or 3 generations to break that habit, right? So now you want me to say, hey, how did you get this video? And then you're going to give me a ticket. I'm not about to take a ticket trying to help somebody. I'm about to do that.
Right. See, I told you there's dark sides to everything. There are good sides and there's dark sides, and that's one of the dark sides. Hey, you're going to pull out your phone, but you're behind the wheel, and if they want to, and they may do it just because of bias, hey, you never know.
It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.